Walaikum Assalam. Ma'am, how are you?
Fine. What about you?
Alhamdulillah, good.
Great. So my name is Aisha Khalil, and I'll be teaching you this subject called customer relationship management, right? I hope so everything goes fine in this semester as well. And one more thing that after every 2 months, I'll be taking your quiz. It's just going to be only for 30 minutes, but it is going to carry the marks. And if you find any difficulty during the lecture, you may and you will have to ask me. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the content number one is, would you like to give me your introduction, please?
So, ma'am, this is Hira, and I've been living in Saudi Arabia since my childhood. And I completed my A-levels a few years back and continued with my bachelor's after a long break, after marriage and kids.
Okay. And what about others?
Hello, ma'am. My name is Hamza Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
I'm also from Saudi Arabia, and I was currently working as marketing specialist for a company here, and I just started this diploma recently,
All
and
right.
that's about it.
And what you did in like your A levels, or what you like you did matriculation or A levels?
I did my A levels.
In which subject?
I did my A levels in physics, chemistry, maths.
All
Because
right.
I did my A levels privately. But I was working
Mhm.
in a company during my A levels.
So you did that as privately as well.
Yes.
Okay, great. And what about others? Okay, let's begin with the lecture. I think the rest are least interested in giving me that. So, all right. Firstly, the content number one is going to about understand the importance of the customer relationship management of business. Now, in general, everybody knows that whenever we run a business or a firm or an organization, the relationship with the coordination with the customer is very important because whatever they're going to demand us, we have to provide them. It's necessary to have a good relationship with the customers. Now, one by one, we will be seeing the details of it. Explain the key features of customer relationship management. Now, what actually a customer relationship management is, we'll go with it. Customer relationship management includes the principles, practices, and guidelines an organization follows when interacting with its customers. Now, um, any firm or organization, even it is a small SME or a large enterprise, they have some set principles, motives, rules, and regulations which they have to follow when they discuss something with the customers. Because ultimately, the main goal to satisfy the customer is going to, in return, we will get the profit back. CRM is often used to refer to technology companies, the tech companies, and systems that help manage external interactions with customers. Through surveys, through mails, through questionnaires, we get to know and we interact with the customers. Till now, any question?
Even the explanation was clear.
Okay, perfect. Like if I miss anybody's voice or question, please do write in the chat box.
Yes, ma'am.
Major areas of growth in CRM technology include software, cloud computing, and artificial intelligence. Now, the whole world, the current era, is all about AI softwares. Uh, Japan, Dubai, they all are making robots. They are replacing the human resource with the AI. So slowly and gradually, things are getting changed day by day. CRM can come in many forms, from tracking customers, purchasing behavior, to fielding complaints and returns. Like in the COVID era, when the online purchasing got its peak, the complaints and returns also increase at the same time. So what happened? The company launches a very good CRM in a form of survey, so that they get to know that what actually is going on between the firm or the customer. One example of CRM might be sending out a tailored thank you note to customers after making a key purchase, both to improve their experience with the company, but also in attempt for a cross sale or to upsell them in the future. That is, whenever we buy something from a good brand, from an XYZ brand, all right, they always send you a thank you message at the end. Thank you for shopping, like that. So it's a like good thing. And many companies, they too take our numbers, our email addresses, so that they can inform us about the updated sales, about upcoming offers. Now, we have some CRM features as well, which I'll be discussing in detail. It includes contact management, lead management, reports and dashboards, sales analytics, marketing automation. Now, I'll be discussing these few because our main agenda of the question was the key features of the customer relationship management. Collecting the customer information. Collecting the data allows you to meet consumer expectations in regards to personalized communications and suggestions. The more you know about the kinds of products your customers are interested in, the more likely you are to pitch them products they are the most likely to buy closest. Now, the main purpose of business running is to satisfy the customers. Whatever the demand from the producers, we are bound to produce that. In this way, we are going to satisfy them and indeed satisfy ourselves as well. So we have to collect the information from the customers through different platforms, through surveys, or even through one-to-one call sessions as well. Then systems to store customer information. A CRM database is a resource containing all client information collected, governed, transformed, and shared across an organization. For example, I'll give you an example of a gym. Whenever we take an admission into it, they take our admission, like the manager there, they took the information from us, our CNIC, the NICOP numbers, our addresses. Sorry?
Ma'am, can you explain one second?
Can I explain what?
Ma'am, can you explain the point once again? This point.
Yeah, I'm explaining it. See, I'll be giving with the example. Whenever we take an admission into a gym or a gymnasium, they took the information from us. They took our CNIC card numbers, the NICOP numbers, the passport numbers, our addresses, our names, everything. And at the end, they do the biometric system. Why do they do this? To get the so that they can accumulate the information in one database. And if anything occurs, mishap happens in the gym, they can inform our families. If we are not attending the classes on time, they can complain the family management, right? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Priority includes marketing and sales reporting tools, which are useful for leading sales and marketing campaigns and increasing customer engagement. The third one is access to information for appropriate personnel. A data owner is accountable for who has access to the information assets within their functional areas. A data owner may decide to review and authorize each access request individually or may define a set of rules that determine who is eligible for the access based on the business function, support, role. What did you understand by like a role of a data owner? Why it is important, like what is his importance in the customer relationship management? Any idea?
No, no, ma'am.
Okay, no problem. See, in the last slide, I gave you the example of the gymnasium data, right? in which we gave our personal data to the owner of that gym so that they can contact our family or the management. Now he has the whole access to our information. It's very necessary that we give the our personal information to the appropriate person. He can even leak our information as well. He can misuse as well. Access must be granted based on the principles of least privilege as well as separation of duties. For example, a simple rule may be that all students are permitted access to their own transcripts, or all the staff members are permitted to access their own health benefits information. Like in the schools and colleges back in A levels, we were allowed to see our transcripts by ourselves, but they do have the portal which was shared with our parents as well. So the progress was tracked by the parents, with the teachers, and with the principals as well. So that's the whole idea behind the access to information for the appropriate person. Is this clear, guys? Okay. Analysis of customer behavior. A consumer behavior analysis helps you to identify how your customers decide on a product or a services. After every 6 months or a year, in which they track the behavior of the customers, because it's a very valid point that our competitors in the market, they also want to compete with us. Maybe they are giving a better quality product in less price. So we have to be updated that what actually is going on. To study the behavior, you need a mix of qualitative and quantitative data. Now, qualitative is the one which has quality included, and the quantitative one is the numerical data. From the customer surveys, customer interviews, even we can take interviews from the customers. Like in many cases, we have interviews on call. Like when the COVID was going on, we were literally giving interviews for the universities on call as well. And the information gathered from observation of their behavior in store and online. That is from person to person, physically, online appearance, that is through surveys, emails, or online calls. Use of data to inform marketing, customer service, and quality system. Customer service analytics is the process of capturing and analyzing data from the customers. That is this term, which is the customer service analytics. It is used to get the data from the customers. It can be in qualitative form and even in the quantitative form. Data comes from all points in a customer relationship. That is through messages, through purchases, through survey feedback, returns, and demographics. By demographics, I mean the age gaps. How many clothes are being sold for the toddlers, for the old age people, for the teenagers, and then what is the ratio of the purchase? Maybe people in summer, they always like to buy light clothes. So the sale is going to increase in that terms. Companies often use analytics tools to collect customer data sourced from across the business to generate valuable insights. That is, there are certain tools through which we get the customer data. In statistics, we have SPSS through which we can calculate it. Ideally, these findings inform marketing, product development, and guide the overall customer experience. It's a continuation of that point. Customer data is any piece of data that indicates who your customers are. So from the point of view of a definition, customer data is any piece of data that indicates who your customers are and how they are using your product or services. That is, whenever we build a market, a business, we always target some markets. That is, it can be a niche targeted market or a general market. That is, our audience can be the old people, the toddlers, the teenagers as well. So it will depict the sales accordingly. And our products as well. Businesses collect customer data to better understand their customer base and their customer experience with their company, with the goal of improving marketing, product, or support efforts. Now, whenever we build a product, we are going to advertise that in terms of marketing and what our product is going to be in terms of packaging, style, everything. Collecting data allows you to meet consumer expectations in regards to personalized communications and suggestions. Obviously, when we're going to collect the data, we are going to communicate with the consumers in different terms, maybe in the form of interviews, maybe in the form of surveys. And ultimately, we will be able to make better suggestions and decisions for the organization. The more you know about the kinds of products your customers are interested in, the more likely you are to pitch them from the products they are the most likely to buy and close the sale. That is, like if I give example from the prospect of Pakistan, specifically the brand Sapphire, whenever they're about to get on sale from the customers, they always put them on the unseasoned clothes. That is, whenever it is summer, they're going to put the sale on winter clothes. That is how they tackle the market. And people get crazy, they buy it. Any questions till now?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Clear.
So the first content was clear. The key features of the customer relationship management. Okay. Then we have analyzed the benefits of good customer relationship management to the business. Now, in the content number 1.1, we discussed the features of the customer relationship management. Now we will be getting to know that what are the benefits of it. So these are the general benefits. First is increased profits or profit maximization. Then we have a competitive advantage over the competitors. We are fighting in the environment. Fighting, I mean competing in the market. Increased sales due to better understanding of the customer requirements. That is, whatever they are requiring from us as a producer, we're out to provide that. And ultimately, what will happen? Our sales are going to increase. Effective marketing targeted at known customer profiles. That is, we should know the art that how to target the correct audience. Personalized approach to customers. There are a few elite customers or niche market people which specifically are treated more like honorably than the general public. Increase customer satisfaction. Obviously, when the customers are satisfied, your sales are going to maximize enough. Then we have customer retention as well. The first one is customer service and retention. One of the main benefits of CRM is improved relationships with your customers. A CRM system manages all your business contacts and stores important information about them across channels, including demographics, purchase history, and previous communications. Now, if we have a good relationship with our customers, what will happen? Our sales are going to boost. We will be able to compete in the market globally and national level as well. Our all data is stored with them, which age group we're interested in, from toddlers to the teenagers as well, and how many times we have purchased the product. That is what a purchase history is. Great customer service builds great customer loyalty. Obviously, when we have a good customer relationship through the service, we are going to be loyal with them, with that specific brand. We're going to go back to that brand again and again because they provide us with a better customer service. High customer turnover is never good for your business and can have a negative impact on everything from sales to brand reputation. That is why it is necessary to have a good customer relationship, because it is ultimately going to impact the business. It can automate customer support, track behavior, and even provide sentiment analysis. All of these features will help you identify and address issues before they become problems. Now, as we discussed earlier, having a good relationship with the producers and customers are necessary, both vice versa. Using a CRM to improve overall customer service will keep your customers coming back. Obviously, if you're treating them well, like if we take our examples like our own selves, we are always loyal to certain brands. Why we go there? Like, could you please answer this question? Now, moving towards the next benefit, it is increased sales. When customers keep coming back, your sales will keep increasing. Obviously, when we have a good relationship with them, the customers are going to come again and again. CRMs help you to build your sales pipeline by streamlining the sales process and automating the main task. It allows you to analyze all of your sales data and store it in one centralized place. That is, whenever we use a database during the CRM, we are able to store the data collectively at a one place, not like in few SMEs, like the small enterprises, our information is split into various departments. That's not in the case in good companies. This capability will help your business set up a step-by-step sales process that your employees can adapt as needed. That is, whenever, guys, if you have any question, any problem regarding any point or slide, please write that down in the chat box. Analytics. Analytics are essential to understanding the customer behavior. Now, like, I'm sure you guys have an idea the term what analytics mean, but I'll be explaining that again as well because it's a whole benefit as well. Like because we're studying the CRM, that is customer relationship management, whatever the trend of the consumers are, we are going to see as analytics. There is plenty of customer data to collect. Again, a lot of quantitative data is needed to be collected so that we can make a final decision regarding our product management and product making. CRM systems will have a built-in analytics that are able to contextualize customer data. That is, they're going to easily context every customer's data in such a way that whenever we have to find any information regarding XYZ customer, we will be able to get it in a second. These metrics, such as click-through rates, bounce rates, demographic data, can demonstrate the success of campaign and highlight opportunities for the further optimization. Now, these are few data or metric names through which we collect the data. We perform the analysis. Like in economics, we perform the statistical data through SPSS office. Then we have higher productivity. Using CRM software with marketing automation tools can free up your employees by handling more mundane menial tasks. That is, when we are more into the automation, what is happening in return? The labor turnover is increasing. AI is getting the hand, or you can say they're getting more powerful than the normal consumers, normal employees. People are going to get unemployed easily. Employees can then focus on more human-centered work and building customer relationships. Now, what could be the human-centered work? Directing the task, collecting the raw data, or even the raw material, the primary information, that's it. All the service sector is in the hands of AI. It also ensures tasks are completed and don't fall through the cracks. That is, everything is aligned on time. Many CRMs have dashboards for your business processes and workflows. Like in the COVID, our university launched the LMS system, that was the learning management system. On that platform, every slides, our recorded lectures, our assignments, quizzes, everything was recorded. We could like easily interact with that software. Using these features, you will be able to see where your workflow can improve. That is, wherever there is ambiguity in the process, in the departments, we can figure it out and we can solve it. Any questions so far?
No, ma'am. It's clear.
Okay. Better marketing. CRM allows you to create more targeted marketing aimed at your customer specific needs. That is, whatever you have target the audience, toddlers, teenagers, old age people, middlemen, it all has a direct relationship with the CRM. It allows your business to cultivate a personal approach to your communications, and you will also be able to develop new products and services that your customers actually need and want. Now, need and want is a very basic concept in economics as well as business. Need is something which is necessity. We want, like, it's a requirement for us, like water, home, clean food, like that. Want is all the luxury stuff we need in our life. Branded bags, doors, like that. So, whenever we compete in a market which is specifically target oriented through CRM, we will see that how they're getting engaged in the market. What are they gonna ask the competitors more? We will be producing accordingly. Okay, then we have the last benefit, which is increased profitability or profit maximization. Using a CRM allows you to identify which customers are profitable and which are not. How do they get know that which customers are profitable? Obviously, the customers which are coming back to that brand again and again. They are the source of the income to that brand because they're happy from the customer service, from the products. This knowledge helps you deal with each segment in the most cost-effective manner. That is, by each segment, I mean it can be each department, financial, production management, R&D as well, that is the research and development. Not only will you be able to optimize your cost by doing this, but you will be also able to increase profitability by being able to focus on your most profitable customers. That is, whatever their demand is, we're bound to provide them. And obviously, they're going to help us in ever increasing sales. They will recommend us to their peer groups member or maybe through online. And ultimately, we will get more sales. Any questions so far?
No, ma'am.
All right. And no question from the other members as well?
No, ma'am, no question.
Okay. So if you have any question till then, you can guys text me, like text the management, or we can even discuss in the class as well. All right.
All right, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Take care, guys. Allah Hafiz.
Okay, ma'am. Allah Hafiz.